Hello, hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good morning, everyone. We are once again all set to rock and roll from the heaven on earth. That is Srinagar. And we have another important fixture which is going to unfurl ahead of us in the ongoing iteration of I-League 3, where Abbas Union FC will be locking horns with Southern Sporting Union. Both the teams will have some major catching up to do as things stand, because truth be told, there have been a few ups and downs throughout the points table, but these two teams, they will be coming fresh from what has so far been a pretty decent outing for them, and they will like to keep it that way. A look at the points table of this group: Downtown Heroes right at the top, 2 matches, 2 wins, 6.7 goals scored, 1 conceded. Abbas Union next in the line, back-to-back 2 victories after falling short in the first game, and 1 defeat, 6 points, 3 goals scored, 2 conceded. Southern Sporting Union next in the line will have a chance to leapfrog or at least equal Abbas Union if the goal difference remains in their favour. 2 matches, 1 win, 1 defeat, 3 points, 3 goals scored, 2 conceded. Charutar Vidya Mandal Football Club, 3 matches, 1 victory, 2 defeats, and 3 goals scored, 7 conceded. In Corbett FC, they will really need to batten up their hatches with 2 defeats from 2 games that they have played so far.
Good morning, sir. So today this is your last match of this group stage. First of all, how has your experience been playing in this I-League 3 format, sir?
Yeah, but it's been really amazing for a team from Hyderabad, coming up till this level and playing I-League 3 matches over here. It has been a wonderful experience, and boys have been also putting a good effort, and results have been coming out well, except for the first match against Downtown, and we came back with the 1-0 win, and then we scored another 2 goals win against the team from Jharkhand. And today we are playing the final group game against Siswi, so it's a crucial game for us where we require to have all the 3 points to keep ourselves alive in the tournament, and this 3 points will surely take our team to the next round of the I-League 3, which is the final round going to play in Goa in a couple of days. So yeah, we're looking forward to have a good game, and we haven't changed anything in the strategy. We do not want our team to go press high in the first half, and then second half we're going to go all out. So the idea is not to concede goals in the beginning and keep it stable. And apparently with the team lineup we have made one change in the midfield, and the same lineup is going to start up the match. So speaking about the opponent team, they still have a game in hand, so we cannot take any chances. So the plan is to take all 3 points in this game.
Thank you so much, sir, and all the very best.
Thank you.
And a look at the warm-ups for Abbas Union. Obviously, they will try and lock 3 points, as their coach Syed Ali Akbar Abidi mentioned out in the pre-match
So
interview.
you are facing Abbas Union, who are playing their last match and who had 2 good games. So how have you prepared for them, sir?
This is for us this is the deciding match for the coming to the second round. So we have to win this anyhow. By who in the cook, we have to win this match. Then this should be decided for the second round. So we're prepared for that, and they are a good side.
So now you have played a few matches. Now the team might have settled much more on the field and inside also. So how is the feeling inside? How is the morale?
Its morale is high, and inside the pitch, all the we are very boys are very with some high morale, and I think we have to win today's match. But we can't say that football is football. But the boys they are mood, high in mood, and all the boys we have to instruct them according to today's result. We already plan for to overcome the Abbas.
This game is very crucial, as you said. It's a decider. So any changes in the team due to injuries or any combinations?
Only one is change. So this one he's got injured, so we have to change him and others.
Okay, thank you, sir, and all the very best.
Right, you heard from the man himself, Kogan Singh. I think he's made it very clear that this game is going to be a decider. Both the teams will try and log all the 3 points, which is important in order for them to qualify. And just to give you all a quick heads up, so far Downtown Heroes sits comfortably at the top of the points table with 6 points from 2 matches. Abbas Union, 2 back-to-back wins, and climbed up to that second position. For Southern Sporting Union as well, they have 3 points in their kitty, and if they have to remain afloat in this tournament, they will need to log a win at all costs. They've had a victory against Corbett FC in the last game, and they had a defeat in the first. So yes, kind of contrasting emotions out here in the camp, and both these teams, they mean business. Both these teams, they will have to. If Abbas Union wins, then they qualify from this group with Downtown Heroes. Apologies. Charutar Vidya Mandal also has a game remaining, so which means it's gonna be Abbas Union who will be the only one to qualify from here on. Now, who's going to be the second team? Because Downtown Heroes, they'll have 2 matches remaining. They'll have to play Charutar Vidya Mandal Football Club and Corbett FC. And apart from that, there's also a match remaining for yes, there's also a match remaining for Southern's, apologies, for Corbett FC. In fact, 2 of them. Abbas Union, that's a starting 11 for them. Ishan under the stick, Syed, Yusha, Kadir, Saif Hussain, Miraj, Imran Ali, Raja, Vikas, Sahil. And on the bench, they have got on Abid, Wajahat, Kawayam, Shabbar under the stakes for as a substitute goalkeeper. Ahmed, Raza, Bakir, Arvind, and Prudvi. And they are playing under the chaperonage of Syed Ali Akbar. And here's a look at the starting 11 for Southern Sporting Union. Regan, Lilim, Ananau, Joy Chandra, Premjeet, Kishan, Napoleon, Apu, Kishan, Roshan, and Wangamba. Under the six on the bench, they have got the likes of Kiranjeet, Sushil Kumar, Rojan, Anil, Roshan, Surat Singh, Humeshwar, Jamson, Robert, and Manish. And they are being coached by Wongkem Kogan Singh. So quite an experienced name altogether. And as things stand, once again, just to give you all, just to reiterate, the Group E points table. Right at the top, Downtown Heroes Football Club, 2 matches, 2 victories, 6 points, 7 goals scored, 1 conceded. Up next is Abbas Union Football Club. If they win, then they qualify. As simple as that. The top 2 teams from each group will be qualifying. So 3 wins, 2 wins from the 3 matches, and 3 goals scored and 2 conceded. Southern Sporting Union, 2 matches, 1 victory, 1 loss. So Southern Sporting Union have got 2 of the games remaining for them. Charutar Vidya Mandal Football Club has 1 game to go. Corbett FC has a couple of them. So yes, a lot of changes can happen, and if Abbas Union draw out here, then this entire group remains alive. Nobody qualifies. And Downtown Heroes will be tipped as the favourites to qualify if anything less than a victory falls for Abbas Union Football Club. And the Downtown Heroes, they will be playing later in the day. They will be playing against Corbett FC. So yes, Corbett, with the kind of start that they had a couple of red cards in their very first match, and then they slumped down to a very modest defeat in the second game. All of that being said, we'll wait for the teams to arrive in the center, and once they take the yard, we will rock and roll as well with them. And the two teams have arrived out in the center. Again, an important fixture. One team hailing all the way from Hyderabad, the other one hailing all the way from Imphal. Both the teams will need to win this. Abbas Union, a victory will help them qualify, and for Southern Sporting Union, a victory will help them stay afloat. And the two captains out in the center, leading Abbas Union Football Club is Imran Ali, the man who scored that all-important opening goal against Corbett FC. Today they are missing out on the likes of their captain in the last match, Raja Devnath. And hence Ishan has turned on the captain's armband. And leading the likes of Southern Sporting Union is Regan Singh. And just to introduce you all to the officials. As match commissioner amongst us, we have Mr. Paliri Sujesh Rajan. And that's the Southern Sporting Union team. Obviously, they know how important this battle is. And they will try and get an early goal because Abbas Union Football Club They are a team that thrive on late heroics. We are live from Srinagar, we are live from the TRC turf. The turf that has served as the fortress of the Snow Leopards. And once again, a look at the playing 11 for Abbas Union. Ishan, Syed, Yusha, Qadir, Saif, Miraj, Imran, Raja, Vikas and Sahil. Quick clarification, just mentioned a few moments ago that Raja Devnath isn't a part, but Raja Devnath is playing today. It's just that he's not the captain of Abbas Union. It's Imran Ali who has been handed over the captaincy. And we are underway here at the TRC turf. Coming on your frame from the right to the left, rest in there. Away yellow is Southern Sporting Union, and attacking on your frame from the left to the right, rest in the sequence of black and white is Abbas Union Football Club. And starting all the way from the right is Southern Sporting Union. Goes for a long release onto the far left here. Joy Chandra cutting in sharply, sets it up. Nice 1-2, but decent defending here, taking the ball away from Southern Sporting Union. An early bit of start, an early bit of intent being shown here by the Southern Sporting Union. Both these teams, they are fresh from victories. Abbas Union, they are fresh from not one but two back-to-back victories that has placed them in a very comfortable position. And Southern Sporting Union, after losing their first game, they turned things around strongly against Corbin, securing a crucial victory. And it was a tactical battle as well, considering the fact that they had lost one of their players to red card, to a bit of flared tempers. That's a free kick out here. An early warning, an early verbal warning given by the referee, and will have to be restarted. And a look at Southern Sporting Union's side. A lot will rely on how Yumnam, Joy Chandra and Kishan Singh operates from the flanks. Roshan Singh will also play a crucial role and attempt to try and go back, go around the ball from the back of the defender. However, meets with a bit of resistance out there. And now a throw in here for Regan Singh. Quickly taken. Back to Regan once again. Regan launches the cross in the box, and there is a player at the far post. Fails to keep that in control. Early signs of warning here from Southern Sporting Union. Their coach Kogan Singh, he knows. He's a man who's been around for a while now in the coaching circuit, has been an eminent player himself. So the importance of these opening goals, the importance of taking an early lead in fixtures like these can dampen the spirits of your opposition. And that is exactly why he started all guns blazing out here. Ball. Back to Southern Sporting Union once again. And they are doing well to keep control of the ball. From the left, taking their time, Noriel Rush launches it cross field, trying to latch onto it, does well, and that will go out of play. So which means it's going to be a throw in here for Southern Sporting Union. A bit of early pressure out here, first 3 minutes in Southern Sporting Union. That's for the third time that they are trying to infringe in the opposition half. Just tells you that they have come here with a purpose, they have come here with an objective, and at all costs that objective should be fulfilled. Possibly it's going to be a long throw in here. They'll try and utilize this as a launch pad, as a set piece. Throw and take it. Danger still remains out large, however decent clearance here from Abbas Union just ensuring the fact that it's taken care of. No early danger befalls them. They will have to be on their toes at all times. They cannot let their guards down even for a single second, because if that happens, then it can lead to some serious trouble. It can lead to some serious pressure. Their primary objective before this goal is they keep their defense protected. They keep the belly of the beast intact. Free kick here for Southern Sporting Union, and an early one to have a free kick. Lovely free kick headed to safety once again by Abbas Union. A bit of an early pressure around here. They are right now pinned to their own half. We are just in 5 minutes of the game, and the pressure slowly and steadily mounting here, all the way from the right. From the left, apologies. Again, another ball forward. Back to Abbas Union now. Another square ball into the central channel now. Sends it downtown. Taken care of by Abbas Union, not really allowing them the entrance. But that's a lovely bit of work. Yeah, this can be trouble for Southern Sporting Union. A bit of a heavy touch, good defending, good closing down of the space ahead of them, which was very, very important. Because ideally you need to understand if that closing down would not have happened, then it could have been some serious trouble. There was a straightforward space ahead of the Abbas Union player. It most likely was their captain, Imran Ali. Here's a chance. Slow passes, steady passes. It on towards that left there. Back to the central channel once again. And now launches it forward. It can be another opening for Southern Sporting Union. Does well to control the ball. A potential cross coming in, is it? They go for the shot. But then that was way off target. Sailing out of the bounce there. Not a challenge that would have actually been accepted. Once again, a closer look at the shot. The idea was right. It was Yumnam Joychandra once again. He's a very, very explosive player on that left wing. And Ishan Sarkar, he's also a fine goalkeeper. He showed his caliber in the last game, pulling off a few crucial saves against a more categorical Corbett FC. There's another fine release onto the far right, and even if he collected that for a second, that was snatched away by Abbas Union here. And I think this is one of the strengths of Abbas Union. The thing is, they are a team that can actually take a few hits and get back up. And they weather the early storm even against Corbett. If you talk about the technicalities, in the first half it was actually Corbett FC who called the shots emphatically. They couldn't find the back of the net. In the second half, Southern Abbas Union, they came knocking on the doors and they found two openings, and they ensured the fact that they are putting it into the back of the net. And Southern Sporting Union will have to be careful about that. They cannot let complacency creep in until and unless they find the back of the net. If they're able to score, let's say, 1 or 2 goals up front here, then that will open up the proceedings for them. Because the more the game progresses, the more Abbas Union will be growing in stature. It's another fine release onto the right, and once again, it was Sikandar Tadvi who was trying to make the run, but then that has been intercepted by Southern Sporting Union, the team from Imphal. And now Yumnam Joychandra releases it onto the far left for Regan Singh. Regan goes for the cross, and that has been taken care of at the expense of a corner there by Southern Sporting Union. Apologies, by Abbas Union. The attacks continue to come in from Southern Sporting Union, and that's the kind of intensity that you would like. Regan Singh is going to be the one to take the free kick here for Southern Sporting. Can he flip that into the mix there with a much more venomous intent? Floats it, palmed away by Ishan Sarkar. Ishan is a very good goalkeeper. Somebody who really takes the challenges against him head on. And now from the right here. That's a clean tackle. It had to be clean because there were no other options. It was a double-footed challenge. Even a second of delay could have been the car defense. And now Tadvi goes for a cross from the right, but a very emasculated one, and haywire one as well. Regan Singh. Regan plays it back. Controlling the ball nice and fine. Does well to control that with that first touch. Decent first touch. Will allow Nauram Kishan Singh to create the ball. And now he sent it towards the far right. Slowly and steadily, Southern Sporting is increasing numbers. They are mounting more men in the attacking echelons. Regan Singh once again. Regan Singh steers it towards the left. Joy Chandra. Joy Chandra does well to cut in, creating some shooting space ahead of him, is it? No. A gentle lob into the box. A bit of a tussle for the ball there. Tadvi's gone down by Miles. Eventually clear the danger lines, and a bit of a slip up. Can be a shooting opportunity. Does well to go past his marker, Regan Singh. But eventually using that weak foot of his to let that shot fly. And that was way out of bounds. Could have been better. 10 minutes on the clock, and as things stand at this point in time. There's another player who's gone down to quickly confirm who is it. Sahil Sheikh. Goal kick for Abbas Union, Nishan Sarkar. Still hasn't been tested comprehensively so far in this game. Back with Southern Sporting Union once again. Intercepted. The tussle for the ball continues. Decent ball, nicely snatched away. Shorter deliveries. Rolls it forward. This can be an opening for Southern Sporting Union. And again, a bit of a hasty move out there. Allows Abbas Union to clear their lines. And now Singh plays it back towards the central channel. A little bit of a technical hold up, and apologies for that. We are back. Looks like a couple of players have popped a bit of serious blows out there. Football being a body contact game, you can clearly see they are in agony. Must have been a head-on collision into each other's guts. Both the teams, they will need a bit of support. Let's just hope that they are okay and they'll be up on their feet in no time whatsoever. And we are once again back here underway. Both the players, they are all set, they are all right, have received a bit of medical attention. It's going to be a free kick here from the left. An opportunity for them to try and launch it forward. Floats that in the box there. Danger's not over. Wanted to go for a side volley. That will go out of play. Throw in here for Southern Sporting Union. Throw in taken forward, and eventually it will go out of play for a goal kick. Not the best of throws out here, which means Abbas Union will have a bit of sigh, or will have a bit of breathing space, because right now they haven't been the top side. It has been Southern Sporting Union who have definitely been the ones calling the shots earlier. 15 minutes in and still Abbas Union are to make a mark. And a bit of push out there, and I think a quick word of apology from Regan Singh against Syed Tadvi. Sikandar Tadvi, apologies. And Sikandar just having a word, possibly telling him, that's the second time you pushed me. Free kick here for Abbas Union. Mohammad Yusuf is going to be the man with the free kick. Launches it forward. Taken care of. And well, Syed Tadvi wanted to head it down. Looks like he's earned a free kick for his team. And that was a bit of high boot again, unintentional. Let's take a look at this move. Here, he wanted to head the ball down, and then while it was a clear attempt to take the ball away from him, he's won a free kick here. Kader Sikandar Tadvi's won a free kick at a very good juncture, and they have their captain, Viraj Khan is out there for the free kick. Tadvi himself had a chat. Sahil Sheikh as well, and Vikas Yadav. Vikas was one of the goal scorers in the last game. Vikas lets that fly, but into the two-man wall. Now the shot blocked away once again. Gentle ball forward, but the Southern Sporting Union, they stand tall. They maintain that compact defense. They maintain the solidity, the defensive integrity that we talk about so extensively. Now coming in all the way from the left, Abbas Union. This is for the first time that they have knitted together two consecutive attacks. This, however, will fizzle away into oblivion at the expense of the throw-in. They'll have to do better. They'll have to control the possession a bit more than they are doing right now. And the cheap giveaway. And now Southern Sporting Union can come forward, knocking on the doors. They have the numbers, and a release. Again, a very overpowered delivery. This is where they will have to work. They had lots of spaces going forward, so they should have utilized that. They should have gone forward more with the ball. Try and create, try and allow the his teammate to actually slot into the box if possible, and then release across. But then at the end of the day, lack of self-belief can be really damning. Once again, another release, and again he had space ahead of him. He had better options, more convincing options to his left. That's a fine ball in the box, and the resultant shot could have been better. He kind of pulled the trigger a bit too early, couldn't really pick the ball up on its bounce. And as a result, missed out what was a gilt-edged opportunity, served on a silver platter. Should have been taken. Southern Sporting Union could have had a shy on goal, but it goes begging. And you have to use chances like this, because in the last match, even Corbett FC had quite a few chances. They had a very clinical brand of football coming in, but at the end of the day, they didn't take their chances and they were punished. That is why we iterate, that is why we emphasize on the fact that you have to take your chances, because if you're not taking your chances, then you will only be pushing yourself further down the rabbit hole. Another fine release onto the far right here. Can be a chance for Southern Sporting. Cross comes in, slightly overpowered. But there is a player who can control that, is it? Not really. It was so overpowered, and that awkward bounce as well, taking it away from the player who was trying to bring that under control on that left wing. Count and small short passes. At their feet, they're not really trying to make much of a push, and now through the central channel, Sikandar Tadvi, apologies, plays it to Ishan onto the far right. Ishan sends in the cross there, and a bit of hesitation. The goalkeeper not really sure whether he would have come out or not, and it's going to be a goal kick. This could have been a challenge. Wangamba all over the place, hesitating whether to come out or not, and that could have allowed Abbas Union to try and take that shot, try and unload one of those belters if they would have actually gotten in control. And now they come from the left slowly and steadily. They are growing in stature. Lovely cross from the left, but headed away to safety back to Southern Sporting once again. And Southern Sporting now coming in, trying to drive in. That was a decent drive and eventually will win a free kick. And also a yellow card, the first yellow card of the morning here, being handed over possibly to Vikas Yadav, is it? They'll quickly confirm the one who was given the yellow card. And a free kick here for Southern Sporting Union. Regan Singh once again, that's the second time they've earned a free kick from a pretty decent juncture. Can they utilize that? Can they capitalize upon it? That remains a question mark. Once again, a look, that was a lovely drive through the centre from Joy Chandra. Looks like it has taken a deflection as well, which means a corner. Another opportunity for Southern Sporting Union to try and open the scoring. Time and time again they have knocked on the doors, but they are still to find a chance. They are still to manage. They are still to manage an opening. Here comes the corner. And again, a pretty powerful one, which will elude all the players out of the centre. 22 minutes in the clock, and as things stand, and just a confirmation, the yellow card has been shown to Umair, Sheikh Umair, jersey number 12, for that unfortunate foul. But then he had to do something, because the kind of drive that Joy Chandra actually knitted together, it could have been trouble for Abbas Union. So there are times where you have to take one for the team, and that was one for the team. Now from the central channel, and plays it all the way back to the defender. Sikandar has been in fine nick from the last game. I mean, the kind of workload that he's taken, he's an amazing workhorse, and he continues to do so. That's another long ball intended for the player on the left, but there was no one chasing it down, and that will eventually go out. It's going to be a throw-in for Abbas Union. Now, a throw-in for Abbas Union will also keep them in a pretty decent juncture, because apologies, a draw for Abbas Union, because they will then move on to 7 points, which again will have a bit of destiny factor coming in. There's another booking out there. Not really, a bit of a verbal warning there from the referee for Sikandar Tadvi. Another long ball into the box, a bit of a tussle. Can be a chance there, and he swipes at it, and that goes floating. Could have been better, could have been incredible in fact. Let's take a look at this move. That was a lovely ball by Regan Singh. And a fine setup. Nicely chested it down there before letting that fly. But sadly enough, that was not going to be the case. The referee laying down the law, awarding a free kick now for Southern Sporting. And now Southern Sporting coming all the way from the right again. And they latch on to the ball. And they did actually, but again, not by the books. Just because you have to latch on to the ball, you cannot go ahead and you cannot do a bit of pushing and shoving out there. Then it leads to a lot of problems. This is an opening here from the left. A lot of space ahead of him. The first touch is a letdown. That first touch would have created the difference, a significant one in fact. But sadly enough, the first touch was so heavy that it allowed Southern Sporting Union to quickly close down that space there. This is why we say, let's take a look at the chance again. A lovely bit of setup, and it was Sikandar Khatri once again. Had Sikandar controlled that first touch, and if he could have steered it out into his stride, and if he could have steered it possibly onto his right, then it would have been a much better move because the defender had already gone for the final challenge. A lot of depth, precision is needed obviously. Now once again, back with Southern Sporting Union. They still continue to be the team that is on top in terms of dictating possession. That's again the first touch being a letdown. The first touch, we emphasize so much on the importance of the first touch. You always have to be cool and calm while you're taking the first touch, because that is how you will get them perfect. In clutch situations where a cross is being floated or lofted towards you, you need to be calm and composed. That will allow you to receive the ball and then eventually do what you want with it. Let's say you want to take a touch towards your stride at the other foot. You receive it with the right and then you want to switch it towards your left. It's the calmness that will allow you that extra split second. Or else if you're in a rush already, if you're already panicking that yes, the ball's coming to you, then you need to make a call, you need to make a decision. All that you will end up doing is squandering away the chance. Far right now. This is a high altitude game because Srinagar, it's one of the toughest of grounds to play in considering the conditions. Even though the weather is a pretty pleasant one, 22 degrees centigrade, fluctuating between 20 to 23, which allows the players a bit more breathing space and not too much humidity. A long ranger, however, that will sail out of the park. Once again, a decent look. Regan Singh squaring off his teammate out in the center. It possibly was Leshram Kishan Singh with the shot there. Goal kick now in favor of Southern Sporting Union. And yes, we were talking about the challenges of playing in once again a ball onto the far right, and the challenges of playing in Kashmir involves that you first and foremost have to battle what is a pretty dry atmosphere, which means you have breathing difficulties considering high altitude, and also it will leave you in a bit of a rut later in the game, like after 60-70 minutes. More than exhaustion, what will happen is you will be gasping for breath. That is a challenge. That is a challenge that you need to work on. And here's a corner for Abbas Union, an opening that now they can create for themselves. They have come up looking for goals. Shahil Sheikh taking his time, not really rushing through at this point in time, because he knows that Abbas Union, they love to control the tempo, they love to slow things down. That's a flatter corner and comfortably dealt with by Southern Sporting. Ball's fallen back for Abbas Union, but that's a nice snatch. A slightly heavy first touch once again. That was under the pump, and that's understandable. Back with Southern Sporting. They have things in control. Will they go downtown? Playing towards the far left to Joy Chandra, and Joy Chandra fails to control that. Throw in favor of Abbas Union. Vikas Yadav was out there, but Vikas Yadav has been instructed to go forward. It's Sheikh Umar, the man who was taken into the referee's book a few moments ago. The best of throw-ins. That's a poor pass, to be honest. A bit of frustration being voiced out there by Syed Ali Akbar Abidi. The team from Hyderabad, obviously we all know that they will also like to go higher up the rungs of ladder in the city of Nawabs. And now coming in from the left, Joy Chandra, but again a very poor pass, could have been better. That precision is very, very important, because when you're going for those long balls, if you're not injecting a bit of precision on that, it means it just will be another waste. There's another long ball. Both the players trying to keep that in play, and eventually Abbas Union will do a decent job of winning the possession. However, the giveaway was extremely cheap, which means a throw-in for Southern Sporting Union. So another opportunity for them to try and register themselves on the scorecard, possibly with a long throw. And a substitution happening here for Southern Sporting Union. It looks like Napoleon is going out, and he will be replaced by Lashram Roshan Singh. That's a decent move here. Square pass into that central channel. Does well to take that outside dodge. Let's one fly! Ishan Sarkar does well again. And again, the positioning of Ishan, that was so good. Kept his calm, kept his eyes on the ball, and then going for that all-important dive out there. It was straight to him. But the kind of positioning that we have seen from Ishan so far in this tournament, that has been absolutely impeccable. Here comes Southern Sporting Union again from the left, and they have been ousted of the possession. It's time for Abbas Union to try and hit their opposition on a break if possible. The referee going down the whistle. It's a free kick, but before the free kick can be taken, I think there's a player who's gone down. That's a confirmation. Roshan Singh came in. Napoleon went out. And it starts with a drop, and we are underway once again. Southern Sporting Union almost cracked open what could have been a lovely chance for them. Now from the left, slowly, one step at a time. Joy Chandra ousted. Roshan Singh in the act quickly enough. Possession completely now under control of Southern Sporting Union. Abbas Union still trying to open things up here. Short passes. Slowly and steadily. Here comes another long ranger. Sarkar with a crucial save. Throwing himself to the right and denying what could have been that opening goal there. That's the second time in the last 5 minutes he's pulled off a couple of important saves. Another lovely cross. And it's floating in, rattles the woodwork. Dangers keep on deluging for Abbas Union as Southern Sporting Union keeps on knocking on the doors over and over again. That's what you really like to see out here. The intensity, the urgency to score. And a couple of saves coming from Ishan Sarkar before one of those nice strikes going above the woodwork. And now another free kick. Here, let's take a look. A lovely cross onto the far right. And the header rattling the woodwork. Another free kick, another opportunity for Southern Sporting Union to make all this pressure count. Abbas Union, they are under some serious pump right now. Sahil, he has been instructed by the referee to head back. Here comes the free kick. Regan almost pulling off another crucial effort out there. Almost forced Ishan Sarkar to leap into action. With every passing minute, Abbas Union Football Club, they are looking a lot more dangerous. They are looking apologies, they are under the pump. It is Southern Sporting Union who are calling the shots in terms of possession, in terms of controlling the midfield as well. That should be a free kick here. The referee wanted to award an advantage, but then it looked like the resultant ball was not going to fall at anyone's feet either. 35 minutes on the clock already, 10 minutes of regulation time to go. And at this point in time, Southern Sporting Union are the clear favourites so far in the first half. They have played exceedingly well. They have controlled the entire proceedings, and Abbas Union continues to try and break open a chance. Push out there, but falls back. And now another ball forward, trying to latch onto it. It's a long chase, but eventually good defending, good body shielding out there. That's what you really like to see. Now Southern Sporting Union from the right. Here comes the cross, Ishan Sarkar. Once again coming forward with the crucial bit of goalkeeping. Now from the left. A bit of scrappy clearance, will be a throw-in. Chance again, shot taking their time. Gentle ball forward, and that was kind of overpowered. Looks like it took a deflection along the way. That will eventually go out. Throw in for now. Another cross from the right, keeps it under control, and now Abbas Union, they have got a bit of space going forward from the left. That was a pretty physical giveaway, to be honest. Could have been better. And now, Southern Sporting Union, the flag has stayed down. This can be trouble, and a release from Regan Singh. I think the idea should have been to try and bring it or wait for a while, buy himself that extra second that would have allowed his teammate to slot into the position from where he could have scored. Decent exchange. Regan Singh once again on the ball. Taking their time. A lovely bit of exchange out there. 1-2 exchange, one of the most lethal ones if effectively done. That was done effectively enough, however. The touches in the final third kind of went haywire. And now from the right, looking for a long ranger, is it? No, sets it up on towards the far right. Cross comes in. In fact, that was more of a shot. And once again, Ishan Sarkar pulling off a good save, diving to his left out there. But the shot could have been better because ideally it would have been a much better option if you would have gone for the far post instead of going for the near post. If you're going towards the goalkeeper's near post, it's always on the easier side for him because he has less grounds to cover. We'll take a look at this entire situation. Nice release and a decent shot on display, but straight into the hands. The goalkeeper. Here they come from the left. Again intercepted. Possession still stays alive, and that has been cleared away for. In fact, that still remains in play. Cross comes in from the right, but again that first touch being the letdown, allowing Abbas Union to take the ball away, and the referee blowing the whistle out here. Push out in the center is what took the opportunity away, and it's going to be a free kick in favor of Abbas Union, who has been under the pump throughout the first half. There's another long ball launched, trying to keep it down, and now this can be that opening that they are eyeing for. Squares off towards the player on the far right. Decent work. Trying to control it. Excellent shot and crisp passes. And again, that's a poor giveaway. When you're doing so many good things, when it comes to creating, executing the final pass, if you're unable to capitalize, then it really becomes a challenge. And I think, again, Southern Sporting Union already haven't had their lesson from the last game, where Corbett FC also kind of came pretty close on time and time again, but eventually missing out on those chances, missing out on that final touch. When Abbas Union got their opportunities, they sneaked in a couple of goals, and that was it. That is how they walked away with the bragging rights. So when you're coming close to the goal, when you are getting the chances and you're creating such incredible setups, I think you also need to be careful enough to let that final touch to ensure that you are inducing the perfect weight on the ball. And if needed, you can also play a couple of passes. You don't need to always rush through. Final 4 minutes, 3 minutes of regulation time remaining out here in the first half. There comes a cross from the left, opportunity. But then it eludes, it flashes in front of the goal and it goes out. It was a brilliant delivery in the box out there. Not much of it. Sure passes being knitted. Does well to actually steer away from the defender. Lovely ball in the box there, and a slightly heavy touch once again, letting down Ishan. Letting down Imran, apologies. And now from the right. This can be a crossing opportunity. Blocked away. Possession still remains with Southern Sporting, but has been snatched away again. Now the last 2 minutes of regulation time remaining in this contest. And with that being said, let's see if Southern Sporting Union still want to continue their attack, or do they actually sit back. Another long ball onto the far right, and that has been taken care of again by Abbas Union. The long balls have been a plenty, but then they haven't been capitalized upon. That's good goalkeeping from Wangamba, coming out of his line there and coming quite a significant bit of yard altogether. And now from the left, one step at a time out there. Now Krishan Singh continues to be on the ball. Plays it towards the far right. Lovely cross onto the far left. Kept it down. Does well to create that space. Shot comes in. Ishan with the first mistake. You won't see it from him. Couldn't really wanted to catch that. Couldn't really wrap his gloves around the ball. It popped out of his grasp. There was a player right next to him. Could have been a stunning finish. But sadly, that was not the case. There's another long ball, and now Sikandar Tadvi from the right. Fine passes out into the central channel. Decent exchange again. And now a gentle trip. But the idea was to try and find the player on the left, but I reckon he's already started his run a bit too early, so would have been caught in an offside trap. So lets it slide. It looks like it's going to be a couple of minutes that's going to be given away. Or at the end of the first half. Good work there. Nice twist and turn. Fine ball onto the far right. Controls that well enough. Takes an inside cut. Keeps it under control. Another cross. And decent leap as well to try and connect with that. Sadly enough, it was a bit too much, to be honest. One more minute to go. I reckon they will settle for the 0-0 result right now. They don't have much to worry about, at least so far. Yes, Abbas Union, they will need some intense deliberation in that dressing room when they go in. Because as things stand at this point in time, they have been kind of outplayed in terms of tactics and possession, but thankfully enough, they haven't conceded, and that is what matters. And the captain, Imran Ali, I think he had received a treatment out there, and he's absolutely fine. He's up on his feet and running. And with this, we'll come to the end of the first half. As things stand at this point in time, both the teams are still to open the scoring. It is 0-0 here at the TRC Turf, Srinagar. And we'll return shortly with the second half. At this point in time, Southern Sporting Union definitely came close towards scoring, but were unable to finish things. And as confirmed before, at the end of the first half, it's 0-0 here at the TRC Turf. And with that being said, we'll now dive into a short breather and return to the second half. On your way out, do not forget to catch the highlights of what has been an exciting first half. Welcome back, everyone. We are all set with the second half of the contest, and as things stand at this point in time, both the teams are still to score. Both the teams are still to figure out that opening goal, and it's going to be a twin substitution here for Southern Sporting Union. They have been looking for the goals, but somehow or the other, they are still to find the back of the net. Suraj Singh has been introduced into the mix. Let's see if bringing Suraj on can actually make about some serious changes. And Abbas Union, obviously, they will try and flip the wheel of the tide in their favor. On your frame, attacking from the right to the left, dressed in their signature black and white is Abbas Union, and on your frame, attacking from the left to the right, dressed in their signature yellow, is Southern Sporting Union. And as things stand, the first half definitely for Southern Sporting Union, who called the shots, who looked a lot more convincing and menacing, and even came close to scoring as well. But sadly enough, coming close to scoring and eventually finishing things off, that is a different ball game altogether. So they will need a bit more precision, they will need a bit more opportunities. And of course, it goes without saying, they will also need to find that all-important opening goal. That opening goal can really be change that we are talking about. In the first game where Southern Sporting Union actually went down against Charutar Vidyamandal Football Club, they took the lead. They were leading through Leshram Kishan Singh, who scored in the 12th minute, but then two consecutive strikes from Moinuddin and a late strike in the 94th minute from Danik Patel took the game away from them, or else it could have been an even better position for them in terms of the points table. They could have actually walked away with that 1 point that we are talking about. So that is where I think Abbas Union will also be keeping a tab on affairs, because they are known for getting those late goals in. Apart from that first match against Downtown Heroes, where they went down fighting by 2-0, I think Abbas Union have time and time again proven that if they are able to get that pressure, sustain that early pressure, I mean, and the fact that they can establish themselves late in the game is why Southern Sporting Union needs to be very careful. Against Charutar Vidyamandal Football Club, it was Syed Abid Hussain Razvi who scored in the 93rd minute for Abbas Union Football Club to secure a victory. It just tells you that they can actually take the game deep enough. In Southern Sporting's second game was against Corbett FC. Two good goals coming in the 78th and in the 78th minute. The first one came in the 26th through Leshram Kishan Singh once again, and then towards the closing end it was Leshram Roshan Singh who figured out that winning goal. And this is a free kick, a decent free kick to have for Abbas Union, and they can actually try and capitalize from this, launch it into the box, create the opening that they are looking forward to. Because a goal here can actually flip the fortunes, can actually flip the complexion of the game completely. And a lovely free kick, quite a flatter one to be honest. Danger still looms large. Abbas Union can sense it. Sikandar Tadvi does well to keep the ball in, but that has been cleared away by Southern Sporting. They do not want to take any risks whatsoever. And a square ball. There's a tussle on to the right as the ball goes out of play. And a bit of a hold up. Looks like the referee is just trying to get things in the right place. There was a nice tackle. Both the players going down, and in the process, player from Southern Sporting kind of took off a hit out there. It was the incoming Leshram Monis Singh, who's okay right now, and it's going to be another free kick for Abbas Union. 2 quick free kicks in a span of just 5 minutes in the second half. Resuming play, Mohammad Yusha. Yusha can actually create a lot of troubles with those long balls. We've seen this before. This time takes on the ground. Again, a slightly heavy first touch. Easy pickings there for Wangamba. Had it been under control at that first touch being slightly shorter, and he could have had a bit of space ahead of him to try and unload a shot at the goal and throw Wangamba into a bit of trouble altogether. Another short pass, and he gets a decent bit of exchange. Again, a heavy touch. I mean, when the first 2 touches, they were so good that it actually led to the setup, and a final touch that could have been better was muscled altogether, making life a lot easier for Abbas Union. These are the things that they will have to take care of. If you're unable to get the final touch in play, then if someone is to be blamed for, that is you yourself. And this is not the first time that this has happened. This has been happening over and over again. The captain, Imran, sends it towards that central slot now. Another long ball. Nicely brought down onto the right. There comes the cross. And Wangamba putting in a crucial dive to deny Tadvi from creating a gilt-edged opportunity here. This could have been a real bit of trouble out here for Southern Sporting, and that's the first real sign of intent from Abbas Union. We talked about how after coming out on the second half, the team is a lot more revitalized, is a lot more revamped, and the kind of football that they're playing right now, that's exactly what you want to see after a bit of a reticent first half. It's another gentle ball taken care of by Southern Sporting. They will actually keep that in play, which is quite a laudable exploit. Another square ball. Square passes now being played a bit too predominantly here. Long ball, the idea was to try and find the player stationed for the far right, but then decent interception and a good combination as well to get the ball out of play, which means it's going to be another throw-in right now. From the right here, decent work done. Ranjit Singh. Constant tussle for the ball. Referee says get back up. That was absolutely fine. It looked like he had jammed himself into the player's body. And the referee finally blowing the whistle. Cross does well. That is excellent work there, and the ball still remains at his feet. Another forward ball release, but nobody to go on an overlap for. I think the footwork was absolutely crazy. The control was definitely brilliant, but then at times you need to try and find that opening that you're looking forward to. Times you need to take the shot yourself if things haven't really happened, all the way back to the Southern Sporting defenders, and now they're trying to slow things down because Abbas Union has been the quicker side, so trying to play into Abbas Union's tempo, into their strengths altogether can be not the best of ideas. Now from the left out here, another square pass here. And the defense playing amongst themselves. Another long ball released, and the defender intervening. Danger's not over from the left again. A bit of step overs before they release the ball. That's another fine ball forward. And a bit of a race. Will the flag stay down? The flag will stay down, yes, but then a very staunch defensive clearance coming in from Southern Sporting. They also want to ensure the fact that they are not allowing that bit of open space that Abbas Union can thrive upon. They are closing down the gaps extremely quickly. Tussle for the ball, continue inside the box. Another cross from the left, slightly overpowered. No one to be at the receiving end, but eventually falls back for Abbas Union. Again, back pass. Another long cross comes in, but easily taken care of by Southern Sporting. And now they'll clear their danger lines as well. Now that's a good compact defending from Southern Sporting, which is really good to see. I mean, they've kept their eyes on the ball. They have not really allowed those extra spaces to Abbas Union. Except for that final touch, I think Southern Sporting has actually done a pretty fine job. There's a chance, another long ranger, but takes a deflection. Another throw in. And Southern Sporting eventually crack open the shooting space. There's the long ranger! And straight over Ishan's head. Outside the park. And it is moments like these that Southern Sporting Union may try and test. It was a fine setup and well received as well by Premjit Singh. It was him who will eventually let the ball fly. It could have been better if he could have induced a bit of dip onto the ball. Then it could have been a different tale altogether. It would have been a stern test for Ishan. And Ishan so far, who still is unbeaten since that last game, he will like to keep it that way. In fact, this is going to be the third game on a slot that he has not conceded yet. Even against Charutar Vidya Mandal Football Club, they didn't concede. And against Corbett FC, they didn't concede. So which means Ishan will be high on confidence as well. Let's see if he can utilize that. So far, he has been tested, but not extensively enough. Now, going forward, the small touches. It's a fine forward release ball, nicely kept in, keeps possession. Sikandar Tadvi obstructing the play. Another fine bit of exchange here, can be that shooting space that they are looking forward to. And a nice close down as well. Good work by Abbas Union defense, ensuring the fact that the defensive integrity remains unsullied. Now from the right, one step at a time. That's a fine ball on towards the far right. And I think this is poor reading. This is poor situational awareness. The player who was inside the box should have actually gone for it, knowing the fact that that would have stretched out that attacking duo. But by no means was the player who was going on the overlap could have latched on to the delivery. That was heavily powered. These are the decisions, these are the split-second decisions that you have to make in order to get something categorical, because that is what creates the difference. Every single time Southern Sporting Union have come on the attack, they have looked absolutely solid throughout the span of this field. But the moment they have come into the final third, they have been extremely emasculated, they have been extremely emaciated. They have barely found the right set of passes. Maintain its balance. Referee plays out an advantage. Ball still stays with him. Premjit Singh. A nice turn. And now once there's no overlap from the player. This is exactly what we're talking about. In the final third, Southern Sporting Union, they are sitting ducks right now. Every single time a final ball has been released, nobody has gone for an overlap, or it has been overpowered, or in most of the occasions, They haven't been controlled well enough. The first touches have been a letdown. Abbas Union kind of living dangerously at this point in time. But then, till the time that final touch of precision doesn't come in, I think Abbas Union can safely sit inside their own half. There are no challenges, there will not be any challenges. In order to make your opposition work, you have to push them. Southern Sporting Union once again. Instructions from the coach of Abbas Union, Syed Ali Akbar Abidi, is pretty clear. Press it as high as they can whenever there's a ball in the opposition box. It's a fine delivery out into the central channel. Shot comes in. But again, wrong foot. And a pretty feeble attempt at trying to breach the goal. Ishan Sarkar, standing right in that central position of the goal, won't have much of a trouble collecting that. Takes that without breaking a sweat as well. Well, this can be a bit of trouble. And a push. The referee says that is okay. And I think they are appealing that this should have been a foul. It was quite a substantial push there, but I reckon that was a shoulder push. So in football, if you're doing a shoulder push, the referee tend to overlook it until and unless it's obstructing the goal, it's obstructing a clear goal or whatsoever it is. But it needs to have an emphatic impact on the game. And again, lack of chemistry. Two players converging on the goal, not even knowing who was the one going for it. As a result, misses out on what could have been the brewing of another opportunity. And that's a free kick here for Abbas Union. Let's take a look out there. Yeah, that was definitely a shoulder push, nothing else. Football being a body contact sport, I think pushes like these, they are absolutely legal. You cannot expect the referee to go ahead and give you a penalty for that. It's another long ball into the box and comfortably collected by Wangamba. The idea was to try and find someone. Both the teams, they have definitely been solid enough in terms of their midfield exploits, in terms of their defensive compactness, composure. But every single time, both the teams have come knocking on the doors. They've come into the final third. They have lost that sting. They have lost that sharpness. Here's Southern Sporting once again knocking on the doors. And again, a very poor square pass, a very weak one, allowing Abbas Union to snatch it away. That will eventually go out of play for a goal kick. 62 minutes is what has already elapsed, and as things stand at this point in time, nice ball towards far left. That's a decent bit of work. Wonderful setup. Shot comes in. Ishan putting a crucial drive to his right and palming that away for a corner. Fine delivery before which led to that shot. Then the corner was taken quickly enough. Let's take a look at this opportunity. Brilliant setup again, and Ishan Sarkar, he was not going to take any risk. And while we were talking, there was another chance that was brewing, but that has went flying out of the park. Long ball. Now a tussle for the ball out there from the right, and again a bit of a letdown with that desperate touch there. And it also took a deflection along the way, which means a corner here for Abbas Union. So an opportunity for them to try and hit back Southern Sporting. If they are able to find an opening out here, it can really be catastrophic, to be honest, for Southern Sporting, because they have wasted too many chances. They have come close and close enough, and yet they have failed to finish. It's going to be Sahil Sheikh with the corner. Floated into the mix there, eludes everyone in the process. Eventually will fall back for a passing. Decent bit of footwork, another cross in the box. And eventually Wangamba will come out of his line. And this can be a chance for Southern Sporting. Fine release onto the far right, acres of space ahead. Lovely setup again, a slightly feeble cross. That cross had to be a bit more powerful. Leshram Kishan Singh, he was trying to tee off his teammate, but that was definitely not the trajectory he would have wanted. Trying to keep that under control here. And eventually get that opening. Now coming all the way from the back, Southern Sporting. Another long ball on towards the left, slightly heavy, which will take it away from the player, and the foul being issued out there, which means it's going to be a free kick in favor of Abbas Union. Free kick taken, and again straight onto the heads of the Southern Sporting Union defenders. Now Abbas Union coming in from the right there. Nice release, but waylaid in its tracks. And here's another long ball. And Southern Sporting make this opportunity count. Ishan Singh plays it towards that central channel, nicely kept. The possession still falls at Southern Sporting Union's feet from the left end. Does a decent bit of 1-2. Goes for that outside dodge and has taken it a bit too far outside now. Fine setup on towards the far left. Can he keep that in play? Into the box there. This time the cross has been propelled away, which means another throw-in in favor of Southern Sporting Union. And a couple of substitutions here for Abbas Union. It's going to be Arvind Reddy who will be coming in, and Sahil will be going out. And Prudvi will be making his way to the centre, wherein Saif Hussain Ansari, who has been pretty reticent until now, will also be making his way out. So a tactical, couple of tactical maneuvers. Can it eventually change the course of action? Can it eventually bring in a bit more precision for both the sides? And now Abbas Union taking their time. Get from the left, the captain Imran. Imran plays it forward. Abbas Union slowly and steadily coming forward with those short passes. Sikandar Tadvi. The ball has been kept in, but Sikandar has been ousted of the possession. And here's Southern Sporting Union once again Plays it further forward, well kept under control. That's a lovely release. This can be trouble. And again, failing to make it count. Should have been much better than that. But at the end of the day, it was not well struck. Possibly the weaker foot. But then in football, if you're not taking these half chances, running later, you will only be holding yourself culpable for all these moves out here. Goal kick in favor of Abbas Union, and as things stand at this point in time, it's still 0-0 at the TRC turf. All the way back in the half of Southern Sporting right now. Southern Sporting, they're still looking for that opening goal. Time and time again they have come close, and they are yet to crack open the opposition defense. "20 minutes of regulation time to go." Another ball forward. Nicely kept in. Now trying to set up Roshan Singh, but Roshan fails to reach out there. The ball was intercepted nicely. And here Abbas Union on their way forward. It's a 1v2 situation. Now it's turning into a 1v3. Help comes in. This can be a shooting chance. Brilliant mix out. And trouble was brewing. This is where Abbas Union, they're so dangerous. Southern Sporting Union was almost caught off guard. Thankfully, the ball didn't get into the back of the net, getting obstructed by the woodwork. We have said this time and time again before as well. When we're going to say this, Abbas Union, they are a mercurial side. There you go, a fine start from the substitute. Prudhvi nicely teed off Vikas Yadav, the man who scored in the last game. And then Vikas failing to latch on to the chance out here. Again, that's a cheap giveaway. This can be another opening out here for Abbas Union, but good defense. Good recovery there from the Southern Sporting defense. Two players just closing down the path quickly enough. They'll have to be careful. They cannot concede possession over and over again to Abbas Union, because they are a side. The more the game grows, the team starts looking a lot more dangerous. The team starts throwing themselves with everything in their arsenal at their opposition. Another fine delivery. That eventually won't count, but now they have managed to keep the ball and drag it in. Slowly and steadily coming in from the left, and they still keep the ball under control. Cross comes in, repelled away by Abbas Union, and now they are trying desperately to clear their danger lines. Again, they have given the ball away. A bit of a heavy first touch, but well recovered. And now onto the central channel. Bit of space ahead. Release for the player on the right. There comes the shot! With another left footer. There was no curl on the ball whatsoever as the ball sailed out. Let's take a look. Nicely done. But again, had it been on target, it could have been a different story. Sadly enough, it was not on target. Short and crisp passes being knitted together. Here's a chance for Southern Sporting. Again from the right there. They do well to get into that position there and let one of those shots come in. But again, could have been a better shot. And Ishan Sarkar, what a day he's had under the sticks. He's being confident. Let's take a look at this move again. Fine bit of work coming in from Surat Singh. Then the resulting shot could have been better. Shots like that will definitely not bother Ishan. He's happy to stand under the sticks and keep on parrying them away time and time again. Now it's straight down to the goalkeeper. There's another chance for Southern Sporting, but a bit of an awkward bounce. They'll allow Ishan to collect that without breaking a sweat. And the referee blowing the whistle, and the card will also come out. He wanted to give advantage out there, but then the tackle was a bit too hefty to be ignored in the first place. Let's take a look. There you go, nicely created by Imran, and then almost swept off his feet on that occasion. And now from the left again, can Abbas Union goes for a cross in the box and blocked away. Opportunities looming large out of nowhere. Abbas Union is trying to stun Southern Union Sporting. Apologies, Southern Sporting Union only. And this is looking like it's turning out into a battle of sudden surges for both the sides. 15 minutes remaining in this game. That should be a free kick out here. And the card will also come out. Yes, the yellow card being shown. Southern Sporting wanted to start that early and quickly enough, but sadly that was not the case. And another substitution being lined out here for Southern Sporting. That is Hilem Singh will be making his way out. And Bhumeshwar Singh will take his place. Oh, that's a fine ball. The idea was right, the execution wasn't. Now that's a good bit of interception here. Can be trouble. And again, just rushing too much. Panicking away at the earliest, at the drop of a hat, won't help you. Here's Southern Sporting once again. Tries to create the chance for the player stationed down in that central position of the box. And Abbas Union does well to recover. And now they set up Sikandar Kadvi on the right. Sikandar takes his time and launches a ball into the box. Opportunity! And a brilliant save by Wangamba. What a terrific strike that would have been. But Wangamba proving equal to the task here. What a day this has been for the goalkeepers. Both the goalkeepers showing their caliber, showing the kind of gentry that they bring in. This is another lovely ball, and Southern Sporting Union will have the opening goal. Time and time again, they have knocked on the doors, and once again, a late strike has allowed them to break the deadlock as Abbas Union finally getting the reward for all their diligence, for all their belligerence. A classic finish, this time no mistake in converting that, and who else than their captain, Imran Ali. What a gem of a run. The defenders left him unmarked altogether, and that was a very savvy run, because he had to time it to perfection. The player who was forward, ideally Southern Sporting Union, they focused themselves on the player who was at the far right, thinking that he was on a much freer space. And then Imran Ali, he took his time, started slightly slower, and eventually figuring out that there was a gap ahead of him, he started rushing. And the result, a screaming finish as Abbas Union may now be dreaming of qualifying for the next round because they have had the lead at a pretty late juncture of the game. Southern Sporting, they will have to, if they want to remain alive in this game, they will have to come harder. They will need a bit more accuracy. Passes like that, they're going to fall flat. They will not help them at any cost whatsoever. And now Southern Sporting, can they let one fly? Another long ranger. But that was miles outside. Remaining just straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. All the way now from the central channel. Their time. Southern Sporting Union, now they'll have to batten up their hatches, and that's another lovely snatch out in the midfield there. But decent work recently done. And now looking for opportunities. Bit of a emaciated delivery, but then nonetheless Southern Sporting Union does find out. The problem is they have time and time again, they have been much more, they have used that center line a lot more for their attacks. The wings haven't been that great in terms of delivering. Another long ranger, this time the long rangers are starting to come forward. And this is exactly what they will not. Take a look at that goal. What a run from Imran. And that run itself is what screams brilliance, is what screams the best of goals, to be honest. Southern Sporting Union now shorter passes amongst themselves. Can they actually try and use this opportunity? Not really. All the way back, sends it further forward, controlling the possession right now, but they will have to do better again in that final third. From the left, fine release for the player coming in, converging from that far left wing, controls it. Now a square ball. Will they let one of those shots fly? And laying a spanner in their own plans out there with back passes. And now also the kind of urgency that is being shown by Abbas Union to find an insurance goal here. If they find that second goal, it's all over for Southern Sporting. Have a lovely pass. And the referee will be blowing the whistle for sure, which means a decent position to have a free kick for Southern Sporting Union. Again, take a look at how it happened. And he was clearly swept off his feet there, so no questions asked. Another opportunity for them. And Ishan Sarkar just keeping a keen eye on affairs, ensuring the fact that it's all taken care of and no real trouble befalls from this free kick, befalls from the set piece. It's a long free kick and Ishan, oh my word, could have been trouble. Out of nowhere, that bobbled off. and that spillage could have been costly, very, very costly. But nonetheless, Ishan, he's had a good day under the stick, so obviously he'll like to finish things on a high as well. 6 minutes of regulation time, and whatsoever gets added on, can Southern Sporting Union eke out a crucial goal here? Can they get that equalizer? The battle for the possession continues. And for the time being, it's going to be Abbas Union who will have the last laugh. Another couple of changes, one for Southern Sporting, one for Abbas Union. And it looks like Rojan Mitei Wahingba has made his way into the center. And Syed Wajahat Hussain has also made his way into the center. Tactical substitutions here. So both the sides. Southern Sporting Union knows that Rojan Mitei is deployed as a defender so that his team can have a bit more support going forward, because Rojan Mitei, he actually goes on the overlaps if needed. But Southern Sporting again plays it back. They'll have to be careful. They cannot lose possession at any cost right now in this half, because if they do, what follows suit is trouble. There's a confirmation. Vikas has been substituted. Wajahat comes in. And now an opportunity from the right. Cross floats it in. A heading opportunity. Point blank range. That should have been buried. That should have been buried into the back of the net. A free header altogether. What a lovely setup. And still fails to convert. He had all the time in the world. He was unmarked in the box. How on earth did he not finish that? I mean, this is absolutely... this is so not expected when you're playing in a top flight tournament like this. These headers are like bread and butter for you. If you're not able to put this into the back of the net, which ones are you going to put into the back of the net? There's an opportunity again. Taking their time. Sending it further forward, and now plays it towards the left. Here they come. Another fine release onto the right, nicely kept in, and there comes the cross, taken care of by Abbas Union. Is there going to be a long range as well? Another square delivery into that central channel. Looking a lot more dangerous. Fine release onto the far right. Taking his time. Another cross floated in. Opportunity, but goes begging. And now decent bit of work going past a couple of defenders there. Excellent footwork, to be honest. Can Southern Sporting make this move count? They have too many opposition players in the box, and that is nicely defended. And at the end of the day, it's going to be a goal kick. So the entire Belgrans take a look. Once again, slightly heavy, and the Sikandar Tadvi picture perfect tackle there. And Ishan Sarkar, he'll need a bit of medical attention. You would see these happening a lot more frequently. These are time-wasting tactics. Goal kick, they'll try and take as many seconds as they can. Every single second when you have a slender lead, a very slender lead like that, without an insurance goal. It goes without saying that your opposition is in pressure, your opposition is in desperation, and they'll start committing more numbers to the cause. They come from the right again. Not the best of passes, but somehow Southern Sporting Union will actually latch on to the ball there. Now from the left, and they cross. They go for a shot there, and that had a bit more elevation than they expected. And look at how calm and composed Ishan is under the sticks here, making no mistake whatsoever. What a reckoning force he has been. And it looks like it possibly can be around 5 to 6 minutes of added time which will be given out here. There have been a few stoppages in the game. A substitution coming up for Abbas Union. Syed Hassan, another defender, is coming into the mix out here. And he's going to replace Qadir Sikandar Tadvi. And Sikandar Tadvi, he continues to impress with every passing game out here. Every single match, the kind of workload he's taken, the kind of ground, the kind of yards that he has covered. Bit of a scrappy exchange right now in that central channel. A bit of a push as well. The referee says that was very minimal, so that's not going to be a free kick. And now from the right here, Nanao Singh. Nanao looking for options. Nanao plays it back to Regan Singh. Regan to Nanao again. Nanao from the right plays the ball forward. Can they turn? Can they twist? Nicely sets up. Steers it towards the far left. That's good work. That's keeping the nerves under control out here. 6 minutes of added time. 6 minutes. 360 seconds for Southern Sporting Union to try and find an opening here. Try and find an equalizer. Another potential cross from the right, is it? Taking their time. Wanted to play along the carpet. Again intercepted by Abbas Union. This final third has been an absolute beehive of nightmares altogether for Southern Sporting. And that should be a free kick. I think not the happiest of signs here from Regan Singh. Looks like it is jersey number 10. Syed Abid Hussain Razvi. Let's take a look. He wanted to just steer forward. Yeah, it was a 50-50 call, so could have been the referee could have also allowed. A decent position to have a free kick from Syed Rehan Hussain. Rehan launches it forward and straight into the hands of Wangamba, who has been beaten once so far, and Wangamba also had pulled off a few crucial saves. Both the goalkeepers have had a very busy day in office. The question obviously is that can Southern Sporting Union find an equalizer, restore parity here? Trying to come in from the right. And a gentle ball forward, a header, and Ishan, he will take another few seconds away. What a day this has been for Ishan as well. The messiah of Abbas Union, and not just for the first time, even in the last game. And this is going to be the third match in the Tron that he will go without conceding if there are no goals in the last 3 minutes. If Abbas Union doesn't miraculously manage to steal a point from this fixture. However, with moves like that, with maneuvers like that, they definitely won't even come close. taking their time, slowly and steadily. Another long ball into the box there for Southern Sporting Union, and it has eluded not one but both the defenders, a result of which is going to be a late corner. 2 minutes remaining. Can this corner bring about a change? Can this corner bring about a welcome break? It was not going to be the case. They've taken it on the ground. I think when you're getting corners towards the dying embers, you've got to launch the cross in the box, even if you're playing it along the carpet. For now, I think it's safe to say that Abbas Union, they have clinched their qualification. 9 points from 4 matches rather. And now it's for Downtown Heroes. If they win today afternoon, then they sail through as well. It's another long ball. This can be trouble, but Wangamba coming out of his line and leaping to perfection, timing that leap to perfection. Last 60 seconds, rather 50 to be precise. It has been a pretty mediocre display from Southern Sporting Union whenever they have come attacking, whenever they have looked for goals. They have done everything right today except for their moves, except for their passes, except for their shots in that final third. Can be one last roll of the dice. Does well to create that space. Again, squares off his teammate instead of going for the shot. And his teammate, he deposits the ball away. And now Abbas Union, they have got a bit of space ahead of them. This can be trouble as well. Can they eventually make this move count? They have created the chance. There comes the shot. It's safe from Wangamba. Parrying it away for a late corner. What a move again, and this is why Abbas Union, you can never take them lightly. They will keep on sustaining the pressure over and over again, and then when the time is right, they will strike. Take a look, going for that outside dodge, creating the space, and a lovely shot to be honest, but Wangamba, what a brilliant save once again, arching his body like a gymnast and reaching it to parry that away. That's what you like to see from your goalkeeper. And here's a corner, a late corner. 6 minutes have already been exhausted. Possibly the last roll of the dice. Here comes the corner. It eludes everyone in the process, and that is how we will conclude this game. Abbas Union Football Club registering their third win on the trot. While Southern Sporting Union's profligacy up front has cost them dearly. And now they may be on their way out of the tournament as well. And with this victory, Abbas Union have already registered their advancement into the next round. 9 points from 4 matches, that's the end of their group stage fixture. And as their coach made it very clear earlier that they are going to go for the kill. They did go for the kill, but initially it looked like they were just defending themselves. They were just keeping the belly of the beast intact, and at the end of the day, when the time mattered, when the iron was hot, they struck, and they struck hard enough. And the final scoreline is Abbas Union Football Club 1, Southern Sporting 0. And with this, they completed 3 wins, a hat-trick of victories here for themselves. And there's the confirmation of Abbas Union 1, Southern Sporting Union 0. And with this, we'll conclude today's fixture. However, there's another game coming up in the afternoon, so don't forget to tune into Sportscape Sportscast India. Apologies for that game. But on your way out, do not forget to have a glimpse into the highlights of what has been a tactical masterclass between both the sides. Thank you everyone for joining in.
प्लेयर सा मैं गोल कर तमिस पे ओके कूनस नश ओके मे गोल करो